What's good? I'm Fitz, and this is my list of the top 10 Serie A strikers of all time. Now, this list difficult to put together because I've got some of my all-time favorite players, not just strikers, players at like the lower half of this, and it hurts me to even say a number so low. But it's just tight at the top. So let's get straight into it. Yeah, number 10, I'm gonna go with Gianluca Vialli. This guy was absolutely incredible, and I'm not gonna lie. When there was like a bit of a Serie A raid by Chelsea, and he brought in quite a few players from the Serie A, like that's where for me the turnaround for Chelsea was. And if it wasn't for that kind of influx of players from the Serie A coming to Chelsea, I don't think Roman Abramovich would have ended up like taking them over, and I don't think Chelsea's story today would be what it is. And like I say, Ruud Gullit coming in was the major catalyst that I can recall, and bringing in Gianluca Vialli, yeah, what a player to bring to a club like Chelsea at that time. It's mind-boggling how they did that. But number 9, I'm gonna go with Francesco Totti. Now, yes, he's a number 10, but this he played in an era where it was 4-4-2. It was two up front, and obviously one of those strikers would be deployed more as a 10. End of the day, though, he played in a 4-4-2, and the two was two strikers. So for me, he has to be on this list for the simple fact of I'm not sure if I'm gonna do top 10 tens for each specific league like I'm doing strikers. So for that reason, he has to be in it because I can't have him left out. Number 8, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Again, another one of my all-time favorite players, all-time favorite strikers, and criminally low on the list. But there's no room at all in this list for any more like favoritism. You know what I mean? So Zlatan, I'm sorry, bro, but number 8, it seems fair. Let me get to the rest of the list, though. In it, 7, Gianfranco Zola. This guy was mad. Like again, a lot of these players I just know of from watching Galazzo on a Saturday morning and that. And for me, Zola was one of them players that you noticed from long time. And when he actually ended up at Chelsea, it felt like, yeah, he's a special guy. Like, because it didn't just light up the Serie A when he come to the league, well, to the Premier League. He really did show that our league's been missing something. You know what I mean? And around the same time, this is where people started really branching out into Europe and bringing in some real elite players. It might have been following suit to Arsenal bringing in Bergkamp and whatever, but like I say, Gianfranco Sola, what a player. And again, arguably more of a 10 than an out and out striker, but again, 4-4-2 system rules, he's got to be in it same way. Number 6, arguably not an out and out striker, but how can you leave out Roberto Baggio in a list of top 10 Serie A strikers? It can't be done. This guy, the divine ponytail, bro, like this guy was something else. This guy was something else. He had everything. He was class. For me, he reminded me in a way of like Bergkamp, not for his style of play, but more for his impact on games. Like this guy, he was the most influential player on the pitch at all times. He was the guy that could turn the game on its head at the flick of a switch. He was just that good. Now, number 5, this guy. I don't care. People are gonna try to say, "Oh, when he comes to the Premier League," I do not care. Andrei Shevchenko, put some respect on that guy's name. This guy come from fucking it's, somewhere in a Ukrainian team, I think it was, that it actually signed with, and then he went over to Italy and went up. Oh my god, Shevchenko at AC Milan, and obviously they had a ridiculous team anyway this time, but Andrei Shevchenko was the guy during that time where they had all these elite players, big, massive names in the team sheet, and Shevchenko was the guy, out and out bagsman. Yeah, he didn't succeed at Chelsea, but they didn't need him to. They had Drogba there at that time. I'm sure if Drogba wasn't there, Shevchenko might have had a different story, but it is what it is. Number four, this one hurts because I don't know how he's not in top three, but knowing who the top three is on this list, I can't put him any higher just for the fact of how short his peak was, but how good that peak was. Yes, he, like I say, on another day he could be higher. I'm already contemplating whether to just change it now and then just change up the image before I get to the edit. But no, I'll stick to the list. That's the way I do it. I don't change nothing. Adriano, number four. Power, pace, finish, just absolute everything. He was absolutely incredible. If he could have, if he could have stayed on top of his game and fully fit, and yeah, this guy could have potentially taken over R9. But Adriano, his story was pretty short one. I'm not gonna lie, but what a time! What a time! Pez 5, cheat code player, cheat code. Number three, I'm gonna go with Del Piero. Now Del Piero, consistency, like his whole career is fucking, like, yeah, you've got to put some respect on him. You've got to put some respect. And this was a player that in his earlier days might be deployed as a 10 out wide occasionally. Fucking like but when he found his place in the team, yeah, he was part of the top two. He was constantly in that pairing, and whether he was in the 10 or he was the striker, he could do it all. And Del Piero, there's no way he could be any lower on this list considering how long he actually was, like an elite player or an elite striker, always in the top goal scorers in the league or top assists and that. For so long, Del Piero has to be in there. Number two, I'm gonna go with Gabriel Batistuta. This guy was one of the main reasons why I'd lock into Galazzo. Every time he scored, it seemed to be a banger. Every single time. Like, yeah. There's not much more I can say. For some of these, I feel like instead of me giving a reason, just saying a name and just putting like 3 or 4 clips, just sitting there, like the guy on TikTok that don't say nothing, just, I swear, like. But Batistuta, if anyone doesn't know about Batistuta, I urge you after this video, please go and search out a Batistuta highlight reel, because yeah, there's no strikers out in this world today. There's no striker that's been about, I'd say, in the last 15 years that's been anywhere near Batistuta's level. And number one, it, you should already know who it is. Ronaldo R9, the phenomenon. Ronaldo Nazario de Lima, whatever you want to know him as or call him. This guy, this guy. Like I say, if he's ever played in a team, he's gonna be in that all-time 11. It doesn't matter what team it is. He's in that all-time 11. He has to be, because that's how good he was. And another one that his peak was a short one, but he managed to keep coming back through injury, and even through injury and health issues and weight issues, this guy was still the guy. And just to think of, like, for example, the hat trick at Old Trafford in the Champions League got a standing ovation by the whole of Old Trafford. And this, he was a shadow of his former self at that point. Just imagine if that guy would have stayed fit. But that's my list anyway, guys. I'll run through it one more time. Hopefully it'll appear on the screen to assist. Number 10, I'm going Vialli. Number 9, Totti. Number 8, Ibrahimovic. Number 7, Zola. Number 6, Baggio. Number 5, Shevchenko. Number 4, Adriano. Number 3, Del Piero. Number 2, Batistuta. And number 1, R9. So yeah, man, let me know in the comment section who your favourite Serie A strikers of all time are. Let me know who your favourite current Serie A striker is. And yeah, man, let me know who should have been in the list, who shouldn't have been, who should have been higher, lower, all that business there. And I'll catch you on the next one.